What's up, everybody? So a lot of you were wondering what I use far as settings, class setup, um, and just like little key points to like just help you figure out how to get more wins, how to get more kills, anything around that area. But this whole video right here is gonna talk about everything to do with Warzone, to do with how to get more wins, how to get more kills, how to place higher, and just overall do a little bit better than what you're doing right now. Alright, so first of all, before I get into anything, communication is key. If you are playing with people and they're not communicating well, you're not going to do good. You got to have a good team who's communicating well with one another, who you can rely on and trust that when there's people coming up on you or people in the distance, they're going to call it out to you and let you know what's going on. Or you need to know when someone's down that they tell you who's down or they tell you what's going on and where it's going on at. If you don't have that, it's not gonna go well, man. You need to be calling out everything every second of the game. You got to be like on point and just ready to go. But anyways, besides that, let's get into the settings. By the way, I would use just use use the brightness to your own thing. It's different for everybody. But anyway. Audio, I use the home theater. It's just like the best thing to use, honestly. It's well rounded, works really well. If you don't have a switch to it, it's gonna make a huge difference. And change your master volume to 12, music to 15, dialogue 32, effects 16. And ever since I've turned them all to these, it's worked really well. Vehicles, planes are not as loud as they were. You can hear your friends, you can hear everybody really good, and it works really well. I love it, and it works great. And then the settings down here, I didn't really mess with much, so I mean, if you want to change those, go ahead. The real big thing that everybody really looks at and wants to know what I use is my layout, my sensitivity, my ADS sense. So I mess with the default. The default, it's perfect, bro. I'm so used to it, so it works. So use whatever you used to. But the only thing I suggest is flipping it. So when you're aiming in, it's L1 and R1. L1 to aim, R1 to shoot, and you can just go a lot quicker. It's a lot smoother. You don't have to put your hands back here and go at those. So that gives you a little bit extra quick response time, and you're able to do a lot more, man. Trust me, once you try it, it's gonna take a while to get used to, but after that, it's gonna be so smooth. Stick layout default, like I said, invert vertical look disabled. My sensitivity I have on 7.7. It's honestly, for me, it's the perfect sense. I use an AR in an RPG, so I don't want my sensitivity being way too quick, way too fast, where I'm not able to just stay on people and just stick with them. ADS sensitivity I have it at 1.23 for both of them, and it just works. It works well for me, man. Aim response curve, I got it on standard. Controller vibration disabled. I don't want my controller vibrating the whole time. Whole time. It sort of messes me up. But if you like the vibration, I mean, there's some of you out there that, vibration's nice. Listen, just do whatever you want with that. But aim assist, standard. ADS melee. Weapon mount movement enabled. Aim down. Sight behavior holds. Equipment holds. Contextual tap. So this is the main thing for use/reload behavior. This is when you're picking up weapons, you're picking up other stuff. You're going to want this on contextual tap. So you can just tap something and pick it up. And you tap square and it reloads your gun. But you got to be careful because when you're in a vehicle and you're not used to contextual tap, if you hit square, you will get out of your vehicle. It'll be X for those of you who are on Xbox. And I'm not sure about PC. I'm sorry. But yeah, you just got to be careful because it will take you right out of your vehicle while it's going. I've had that kill me several times before I got used to this, so. But anyways, since I've gotten used to this, everything's been so much smoother, so much faster. I'm able to pick up a weapon really quick, take out a few people before they're able to get their weapon, and just do my thing and just grind it. Movement, I have basically everything on the default of what it was. So, anyways, now we're going to be moving into weapons. So for my weapons, I do use my Insta one and the J-Dub one. You guys are probably wondering why there's so many names on the screen. So for Twitch, if you guys aren't familiar with my Twitch, those people who give me like donations or anything else, if they're high, if they're like on the top of the leaderboard for donations, I put their names on here. Just so like, you know, it shows. But so for my main AR class for Warzone, I use the M4A1. It's a beast, bro. It's a beast. So I use the monolithic suppressor, the stock M16 grenader, the Merc thermal optic, and I'll tell you why I use that one in a minute. The forged tac, CQS, and the 60 round. The 60 round is really important. It allows you to saw through people. It's insane. Such an insane weapon. Now, I use the Merc thermal optic because I do better with optics. So, let's say you're at endgame and the storm's moving in. The best thing with having a Merc thermal optic, you can see through the smoke, you can see through the storm, and it just helps so much. It helps you find the people, see them, and just spray and destroy them, especially with the 60 round mags. This gun will destroy anybody. Trust me, man. You just gotta hop on. You gotta hop on the grind, man. Everybody's using this gun, so just use it. You're gonna do better. You're gonna do better. Trust me. If you don't, you can come tell me. You can be like, you can say whatever you want to me, man. I'll let it happen. But if you don't want to use an optic, I would say just go with fully loaded. Just so like you can have all your all your ammo, or you can even go with a rear grip, which would be nice too. Then for my secondary, I use RPG just so I'm able to use cold-blooded and ghost, so I don't have to go and get another care package and get my weapons. Now, the reason I run RPG is because I used to run snipers, but people in my group, they run snipers, so I mess with the RPG. RPG, you want at least one of your teammates to be running this. If one teammate is running an RPG, that's really good, because then you can take out the vehicles that are coming towards you. You can play a little bit more assertive when there's people like hiding in areas like what's it called, the fireman's place, up at the top. People hide up there. You can shoot your launcher right up there, man. You just got yourself like sometimes 2 to 3 kills. So it can come in clutch, man. Definitely have at least one person with RPG. Now, cold-blooded and ghost. This should be very self-explanable. You do not get seen by anything. You're golden. Unless somebody somehow gets like 3 UAVs and calls them all at once and gets the advanced UAV, you don't have to worry about anything. Nobody's going to see you. They can't even see you in a hybrid or optics. So you're solid. You're good to go. You're good to go. Like thermal optics is what I meant. Yeah, you know what I meant. Gosh. Anyway, I use tune-up because this is really good in Warzone. I don't know if you guys, some of you may not know this, but if you go on perks, some of them have special Warzone abilities, and this one reduces the revive time by 25%. So when you're in late game and you need to revive your teammate, because it could be like a win or lose situation, you can revive them 25% faster than what you would in without this. And it helps a lot. Just trust me. It's definitely something to go with. I use a heartbeat sensor just so you can see where people are at. It's a huge help, especially early game, if you're able to get your load up before anybody else. And then I use Claymore just because if you're camping, sometimes, listen man, sometimes the only thing is to do is camp when you're in a rough spot. So if you're on top of a building and you're shooting other teams down below or shooting people coming in from the storm, you're going to want a Claymore next to these doors so people can't come in and just shoot you right off the back. So your Claymores are going to be there, and when your Claymores explode, it shows up on your screen so you know something's going on, and that'll protect you from literally getting plowed down by a whole team that you didn't even know was coming. But yeah, that's the class. My other class is the AR with the AX50. If you guys want to copy this, you can. This AX50, its mobility is basically through the freaking roof. It's insane. You'll scope in quicker than you've ever scoped in before with an AX50. Trust me. It also has the damage for it, and it's just an overall insane freaking weapon. So if you guys are good with snipers, this is definitely something to go with. But yeah, besides this, that's basically it. Let me know how it goes for you guys and how this season's going well. I also want to know like how many wins you guys have. How many times you guys have like placed top 3 and then like not been able to get it, or how many games you come in with like hackers. I mean, I've gotten unlucky a few times. We've gotten at least 2 hackers in the past few days, which is pretty sad to see, man. Like, I don't understand why people hack, but you know what? It's whatever, bro. But yeah, today is April 17th and they brought back trios. So, you know, tonight we about to go crazy at trios. So, I'm excited about that. I'm glad they brought back trios. Call of Duty's finally listened to the community. They're listening to us and they knew we want trios back and we finally got that back. So, I'm excited about that. But yeah, if you guys have any more questions or want to know anything else, just let me know and I got you. Anyways, till next time. Peace out.